Thank you. Today we'll be looking at Tesla Motors Incorporated. Tesla is a company that designs, manufactures, and sells electric vehicles as well as electric vehicle powertrain components. When you hear electric vehicle, you might be familiar with the Prius, which is actually a hybrid car. It utilizes technology. It switches between a combustion engine that utilizes gasoline as well as an electric battery, to defer some of the energy costs. Well, the Tesla is a car that relies solely on power sourced from a electric battery that is rechargeable. Their flagship sedan is the Model S, a stylish, sporty car sedan that has a driving range of 265 miles. Also won Motor Trend's 2013 Car of the Year award. Later this year, they'll also release the Tesla Model X, which is their entry into the sport utility vehicle segment. Can accommodate 7 passengers. Also has extended driving range. Now when you look at their income statement, a few figures jump out. Their revenues have actually doubled the past 2 years from around 200 million to 400 million. But this has not necessarily translated to increasing net income. Their losses have actually, their profits have actually decreased over the same time period. And this means that their expenses have actually been outpacing their revenues. And when you look at their balance sheet, you see that their total assets have been increasing, but their total liabilities have also been increasing by quite a margin, which gives them this high debt-to-equity ratio, which can be attributed to the fact that it's a young company, it's growing, it's trying to acquire assets to expand as best as it can. As you look at the stock price, you can see in April of last year it was trading for around 40. Now, if you look, it's around 150, so their stock price has appreciated by quite a margin. Something to remember. Now, expansion is also important to remember. Its stores and service centers were originally confined just to the United States. They have since expanded to European markets, China, Japan, Australia. So now it's expanding its reach, expanding its customer base. Also important to remember, another component of their infrastructure is their supercharger network, which is where one can go. It's like, think of it as a gas station. You can go charge your Tesla, but it's also located around amenities like shops and restaurants. But the key component is that it charges way faster than charging at home on your outlet. You can get a half charge in about 20 minutes. And I think the importance of establishing this network is it gives people the freedom to travel more and expand the radius of which they travel away from their home. And as you can see, that's how many they have in operation today. By the end of 2014, they plan to expand this network by quite a margin. By the end of 2014, they'll have quite a bit more in America. And this should get people the feel free to travel more and utilize this network. The industry it's in, the alternative energy fuel market, is one that is booming. Specifically, hybrids like Prius was the highest selling car in California the last year. Its market has been growing. It's quite significant. The electric car market, like the one Tesla is in, is one that is young, but has also quadrupled and experienced tremendous growth in the past few years. Now, it is debatable to what extent Tesla's success can be contributed to this, because they're more of a niche car. They cost about double what its competitors cost, like a Nissan Leaf or Chevy Volt. Think of it as more of like a high-end sports car, luxury car, like a Mercedes or BMW. That might help approach. So when looking at the market, its success might not necessarily translate to Tesla as well. So the pros, the strengths, revenue is increasing at a good rate. The stock value has also been appreciating, trading, over $100 increase in stock value over a period of a little less than a year. Now the negatives, the weaknesses, the revenues have not translated to high net income, and also their high debt to equity ratio speaks to the fact that they're owned mostly by creditors. But overall, I would advise TechShield to invest in Tesla Motors, and I expect them to receive favorable returns in the near future.